wherever they're at.
Hey ghouls!
Ghouls.
Happy September. First comes September, then comes October, and we are super stoked for the spooky season.
Woohoo! If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Click that button and don't forget to smash the like. We have lots of Halloween content coming soon.
Today we are going to talk about some crazy and fun facts about the Haunted Mansion ride. To assist us in our video today, we have the Madame Leota Crystal Ball toy that we picked up from Lowe's. Shout out to Jamie Little for this lead. I've always wanted one of these. She speaks 3 spooky languages.
Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween, awaken the spirits with your tambourine.
Does that not just bring you back
It brings me back.
to Disney World and the ride? The voice of Madame Leota is actually the voice of the evil stepmother from Cinderella, who gives stepmothers a terrible name. She also does the voice from Maleficent. The face based on her is from one of Disney's Imagineers. I want that job title. She is a great addition to our spooky decor this season. If you want to get your own, you can go to Lowe's, obviously in the States because Canada doesn't have it yet.
Also heard there's a lot of Haunted Mansion stuff at Spirit Halloween.
So the Haunted Mansion is my all-time favorite ride at Disney World. From the first time that I rode it, it was just etched in my mind. You wait in line next to these creepy gravestones that have these cheeky phrases like, "Yale Gracie laid to rest. No mourning please at his request." Because who doesn't like to offset fear with a good chuckle? The queue has become more interactive over time, so if you have a fast pass at Disney World, I would recommend not using it for the Haunted Mansion so you can just enjoy all of the experience. Then you make your way to this small airtight room and you don't know if you're descending or ascending.
We're getting out. If you're claustrophobic, don't do it.
Absolutely, because it goes black at one time and I was like freaking out. I was like 11 the first time I went on it. And my dad was videotaping the whole time, so that kind of made me feel safe.
You still have that footage?
I need to find that footage.
That would be good.
I was a total tomboy, but I mean, the footage is there.
That would be cool footage to see.
You too. You guys went when you were younger as well.
I think I was about 14, 15. But I went again when I was an adult.
Me, you, and Sabrina went. That was a lot of fun. Apparently, if you don't exit the room straight away, you will hear...
Die.
No, get out by the gargoyles. Then you sit back in these plush Dooms buggies and you start to enjoy the ride. I was in awe of the singing busts, the waltzing couples in the Mirror Illusion, and picking up a hitchhiking ghost at the end. That is my favorite part.
The Haunted Mansion is the staple ride and the only one to be found on all 4 Disney locations. Paris, Orlando, LA, Tokyo. Each ride has a different exterior.
But the story concept remains the same throughout all the locations.
Even made a movie about it in 2003. But it was in his pocket, yeah, you know.
There is another movie in the works that's going to be released in March of 2023.
Starring Rosario Dawson, Owen Wilson, Jared Leto, Danny DeVito, Jamie Lee Curtis, who will be playing
Our girl, Madame Leota.
our girl. Let's hear it for her.
Creepy and crawly, toads in a pond. Let there be music from regions beyond.
So the wait time for this ride will always say 13 minutes, but it's usually longer.
The concept was built in 1963 and officially opened in 1969.
And it officially opened in Disneyland.
Cost around $7 million to make. Can you imagine that? It was the easiest attraction to install at Disney. There was actually planned to be a walkthrough called the Museum of the Weird.
With this walkthrough, it wouldn't be a ride, and I'm glad that they didn't go that route because I feel like this ride is the perfect ride after you've had a long day of walking through the park and you just kind of want to sit back and relax. I've actually been on the ride when they stopped it, probably to let someone on that needed to take a little bit longer, and it made the experience a little more creepy because you're like stuck in this mansion. I've never been on it at nighttime. I imagine that would be really cool because all of the windows are illuminated, and if you look up, you can see one of the ghosts walk by the window.
My friend Frank used petrified at these rides,
Okay.
and he actually stopped one midway through.
Wasn't that the Jurassic World?
I think it was. He's just like, nope.
He doesn't like drop, so you know when you go up before the Tyrannosaurus Rex, he like walked off.
The mansion is Gothic style, inspired by the Harry Packard Mansion in Pennsylvania. but more with a Disney cartoony style. If you look on the roof, the stone turrets look like a chess piece.
The ride is said to be haunted by 999 ghosts, and the ghost host will ask you if you want to be the 1000th ghost at the end.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It says there's always room for one more and arrangements can be made. So I was like, maybe I should. The ghost host was actually supposed to be a raven. You can see the raven 4 times during the ride.
Many experts believe that 3 films were the inspiration for this ride.
The first one is La Belle et la Bête, which is the 1946 version of Beauty and the Beast.
The Haunting,
And The Cat and the Canary. So you will see some of these design elements throughout the ride.
the attraction once contained live actors, but they stopped that because people were punching the crap out of them. They were startled.
There was a knight in shining armor, and he just kept getting hit. I guess it's just a natural reflex. For those who like a good Easter egg challenge, there is a hidden Mickey in the ride. Spoiler alert, it can be found on the dining table placement of some plates in the ballroom scene.
There's also a wedding ring implanted in cement as you exit.
That ring ain't coming back. And if you look at the benches when you leave, you can see some snakes painted on the side.
I read in the LA Times that Haunted Mansion is one of the craziest places to have
Oh my gosh. How did they manage with that lap bar? I also read up on a story on Reddit about an employee that used to work there, but it didn't last long because she was too happy. And now that I think about it, all the staff that works there are very monotoned, you know, they're very docile, which would be cool for actors. And that girl probably got experience working on a moving conveyor belt because you constantly have to be moving with the ride. You could like moonwalk on that thing.
I honestly wouldn't want to work there.
I know, I always thought that I wanted to work at like Disneyland or like the movie theater, but it just kind of takes away from the joy of going. Like you see all sides of it, like behind the scenes. Apparently working at Disney, the rats come out at night and they see like all kinds of stuff, and it kind of takes away the magic from it.
And they pay them crap, and it's really, really difficult work.
Unless it's so hot there.
They're in these crazy Mickey suits and stuff.
And at all costs, you cannot remove your attire because it will ruin it for the children and scar them from the whole Disney experience. So
If you die, you die.
when you're out on the grounds, all the Disney employees are told to act like they are on stage. So even if I was working at the Haunted Mansion and I was just like walking around in my French maid suit, I would have to be very grim and not break the character.
French maid suit.
Yeah, that's the kind of outfit that they have.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I'm gonna check up on that. You would want to see that.
Of course.
I was a French maid when I was like 17 years old.
A video of the ride being evacuated is on TikTok.
And let's just say it's a lot less backdoor magic with the lights on.
I'm gonna cry. This is a dream come true.
But you're probably wondering, is this ride actually haunted?
The answer is most likely.
People have tried to scatter ashes of their loved ones on the ride. Most of the time they are caught on the cameras and then the ride is stopped, which is probably why the ride was evacuated, and the premises are cleaned. But you can't get every single ash out of the crevices. I'm thinking that it could be haunted.
If I was the late Walt Disney, I'd come back and make a cameo.
I would too. Was he ever married?
I'm sure he would.
Isn't he frozen somewhere?
He wants to come back 2030 or something.
Okay, it's a very different world. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. I hope that you learned something that you didn't know before about the Haunted Mansion.
Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell.
Why do you keep doing that? You doing your bunny ears?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so 90s of